handsome. Oh, she's into it. Oh, she's into it. Oh, she likes it. Oh, he's luring her into the water. Oh, something's going on. Oh, Twitter patient. Some sexy tail feathers. And yet, he's kind of just flirting. Oh. Fade to black. Hey guys, it's actually Tuesday now. I skipped a day because yesterday we decided to try to go on an adventure, and turns out I'm so out of shape from not walking up and down stairs at work every day, so we walked uphill for about like an hour and a half, I think, maybe a little bit more than that, and I tired myself out so bad that when we finally ate food, it was like we went to Nando's, and so it was like a giant kick of sodium to my system, so I felt really kind of sick afterward. And then slept all afternoon and didn't do anything. So, yeah. So, I didn't work on my usual sketchbook at the flea market. I did a little bit of just random drawing stuff. I started drawing a few people that I could see vending because I'm really trying really hard this time to like learn people's names and stuff. And sometimes I write it down in my sketchbook with a little descriptor of who they are. And that's working really well, I think. So I'm going to glue this into my Patreon sketchbook, even though it kind of sucks. I spent most of the time working on this, actually. This took me way longer than I planned. It took up most of the day. This is actually just for my husband. Yeah. I used to make him Valentine's, and then for a while I just wasn't really doing a lot. We weren't, like, because we don't really celebrate holidays of any kind anyway, but I decided to do this as an opportunity, and I'm going to post this on Twitter probably for other people to send to their friends and stuff. Why not? This is all you guys get from me. Fan art related. Otherwise, like, I would draw Sailor Moon all over this place, but we just watched a movie recently, so I just wanted to make something fun. Although I like these ones too, the Burb ones. But yeah, I'm struggling with trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my time. My week is completely unplanned, and it's already Tuesday, and I'm halfway through a painting that I'm not even really enjoying right now, so I don't know what to do. Look how pretty you are. Oh my god. It is some kind of day. I think it's Wednesday. And I realized that I need to have a video for tomorrow. And I had the art done and filmed, but I'm not particularly proud of it. And then I realized that I don't have anything to say, and I don't want my videos to just be quiet speed paints, right? Because for me, like, I personally never watch speed paints. I would just skip to the end, right? I think a lot of people would. My videos are not even that long to begin with, but still. And so I like to do these thought bubbles, but are more like flow charts that kind of take me from thought to thought and where it goes. And hopefully, if I'm successful, it curves around to the beginning to be complete. I hope I'm making sense. I sometimes get comments on really old videos that are like questions, and I don't remember the videos. Like, I make these and they're one and done. Like, I couldn't tell you what kinds of things I'm saying. I don't think I even did this one. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but I wouldn't remember exactly what I was saying in old videos. So if you ask me about what I did during this or what I mean by this, I'm not going to know what you're talking about. And I know that's kind of like blasé, and I looked through my old videos and I realized that these are a lot of interesting topics, and I don't remember what exactly I said about them, but I'm trying to like write them down more often so that in case my life goes somewhere, I'll have something to refer to in case I need to write something, or these are just food save notes, something like that. This is a nice little notebook from Chapters, I think, back when we had those. Oh yeah, I also made these cards, because I thought, you know, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and last weekend I thought, well, I bring in some cards for flea market that might be relevant, because I find that some people who are looking at my table will ask me if I have cards, and I have to say, like, no, not really, or like I only have like a few old ones, but they're not like real cards, they're just cards with my art on them. So I decided to make something that's actually like useful or card-like. I got my crystal turtles in love here. They're all blank inside, comes with an envelope. I probably will list these online, because why not? I have had my cards online before in packs, because it shouldn't be too much to ship these. I keep forgetting how pretty this sketchbook is. It feels like leather or something, and now it's all nice and flat because it's been in storage for a while. Another thing that I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to like exhaust as many avenues as I can within reason. So one of those things is Adobe Stock. Like stock websites, you can upload photos or illustrations to like sell the licenses to, so people can use it for, like, I think it's common for news articles. Pictures of viruses are really popular right now. Things like that. And you can get a very pathetic amount of money selling your stuff over and over and over again to stock sites. But I don't really want to do it for like my actual artwork, because I don't necessarily want it to end up on like greeting cards somewhere with no royalties to me. So I'm gonna be really cautious. And also for like stock sites and stuff, it's probably better to get into the mind frame of a journalist. You might want, and writers, you might want things that are actually relevant. I figure I might as well just go through. I did submit one random piece that I already had on my computer that I don't use for anything, but it's just like a butterfly, so it's probably not that marketable. But I just want to see how the process works. And honestly, because I'm using the Adobe website, and the process is really crappy. See, something like this might work, because then people could superimpose text over it and use it as like a title card or something. That might work. Stuff like that. So someone on Facebook Marketplace was asking me about graphite drawings. I need to vacuum in here, don't judge me. I have not drawn a human being in graphite since like ever. Like maybe high school? Like I have a lot of college stuff. Like look at all this. There's half of it. This is how I used to get my paintings to school. I would whoosh, make two halves and then duct tape them together. The lighting here sucks, but look at that drawing. Fabulous. Meaningless, pointless picture of a fountain. And it's gigantic. Ugh. This one, it's a bunch of rocks. I did most of this with my left hand. I remember being, because I worked in retail, and my right hand has been a problem since retail. And so my hand would be in so much pain. So I learned how to paint with my left hand doing this one. Because I had to do one of these every week. Plus work 40 hours a week. Plus go to class for, let's see, 16 hours a week. Not a graphite drawing, but it's a painting. Oh, I just put my old display thing in here in pieces. I have no idea what's in here. Stuff. What is this? Oh, this is the bottom of the thing. Okay. I don't think I have anything useful in here. Oh, this is from like, what year was this? I have these awful, awful computer images. They're just silly. Oh, this one's from high school. I think I only kept what I liked. These are all oil paintings. This is from high school. That is creepy. Also oil. Oh, there's more. It's Piggy. Yeah. Crow's not as good as I remember. Oh, I love this one.
Oh yeah, those fish.
Yeah. I like how watery it looks. This is the stupidest painting I've ever done.
Oh yeah, you spent so much time on this.
I spent way too much time on this, and she's just like, okay, well, you need to do one of these every week. I'm like, excuse me? It's full of leaves. Remember gathering all the leaves for this?
I do. Laura hugging a tree.
Oh, yeah, Laura hugging a tree. I like the tree, though. Damn, I spent a long time on the tree.
Oh.
My dead fish. Why did I paint this? Oh yeah, right feet. What is your issue? Quit crushing my background! Go in the tube. Go in the tube. Oh, he's in the tube. In the tube?